Haring from the BYU baseball staff is in BYU on BYU Sports Nation studio for the first time. I would like to apologize on behalf of our producer, Ben Bagley, who's not booked you up to this point. It's great to have you in studio.
I mean, I have so much to offer, and I've just been dying. For 10 years, I've been dying to give you what I got.
We've been telling him just, full stop, but no, I kid.
So is Mary, your wife, is Mary watching right now?
I would hope so. I would assume so, and I would bet.
I know she is very proud watching this moment right now with you on the set of BYU Sports Nation.
She's probably crossing her fingers saying, I hope he doesn't say something really stupid.
Yeah. Well, in an attempt to do that, we're just going to end it right now. Brent, thanks for coming in. I'm just kidding. Okay, so this has been certainly an interesting year for this group. Mid-season, Mike Littlewood out. Trent Pratt upgraded to interim. You guys have had to deal with that. Meanwhile, you're still recruiting. You're hoping the staff is intact next year. And this team figures it out in league and non-conference, 9-game win streak. You qualified for the tournament. How have you navigated this whole season, which has been very emotional in many ways?
Yeah, it's been a crazy year. Really, the navigation part of it is just like, hey, let's focus on these guys. And I'm so proud of the guys. I mean, all the credit goes to the players. They've gone out and they've been able to compartmentalize all the off the field stuff and pull it together and play for one another. And they're playing their best baseball that they've played all year. And honestly, as a coach, we just sit back and we're so proud of them.
I remember, and I asked Trent a couple of days ago, how much are you guys even talking about postseason? Whether it's now that you've locked up the conference postseason tournament, how much were you even talking about? He says we may have brought it up once, and it was only in context that look, that will take care of itself. Everything postseason will take care of itself. All we have to do is worry about winning games and taking that game as seriously as we can. And it looks like that recipe has proven to be very successful.
Yeah, I mean, right now the only thing that matters is tonight. So I mean, we play to win tonight, and then tomorrow we'll play to win tomorrow. But yeah, one game at a time, one pitch at a time. I mean, we preach that to our players, and so it's kind of been that rubber hits the road. Like, let's see what you guys are made of, and see if you can do the same thing.
Does seeding matter to you guys? Because you have a shot at second, but you'd probably need a San Diego and Portland to get swept. There's a chance with Gonzaga and Pepperdine. You guys would have to probably sweep the series against LMU. So chances are fourth is probably the peak. Does that matter in this tournament? Because it is not 4 anymore. It's 6, so format's a little different.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the 2 seed would matter because you get that first round bye. But after that, you're playing for home field advantage. It's always nice in those games to know that you're going to have one last shot if you're down a run or two in the bottom of the ninth. So yeah, you're playing for home field advantage. I think seeding is important. And obviously, who we're going to play and all that matters as well.
So let's get into the LMU series that starts tonight that will wrap up the regular season. I mean, obviously, you could play 3 this weekend and then play them again, in Stockton next week. What are your thoughts on the Lions that come in, and obviously good team?
They're a great team. I've known Coach Choate we've known each other for a long time, and he's doing a great job. Talk about another group that's they had a really rough preseason. And, man, they've kind of pulled their ship together, and they're playing really good baseball right now. And so yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun go. They're a good team. They're physical offensively. They're really crafty on the mound, and they can pitch. So, it's maybe not as stuff-wise as good as some of the teams that we've faced, but as far as pitchability and competing, maybe one of the better staffs that we'll face from that perspective.
You talked about taking one game at a time. One of the other things that I know you guys preach is the next man up mentality, and this year's had a lot of that. The preseason, pick to be player of the year, Andrew Pintar, has an issue with his shoulder. He's done for the year. You lose Cole Gamble for, 4 or 5 weeks with an injury, and, good thing he's back. But you've had so many guys that when called upon and asked to step up, do that. As a coach, how pleasing is that to see those guys be able to perform when they're called upon?
Oh, it's awesome. I mean, we talk to them about it all the time. I mean, if you'd have told us in February that Penny was going to be out for the year, we probably looked at each other and gone, well, how do we go on without him in our lineup? And man, we dropped Mitch McIntyre down in the 3-hole, and he's just done a phenomenal job. He's been great for his whole career as a senior, and every guy stepped up. I mean, Cole was out, and guys have played hurt, and guys have, it's been awesome to watch. Once again, they're an incredible group of kids, and they compete their tails off. And so, I mean, Justice Reiser was really doing a great job as a freshman. I mean, the first time I think I've ever seen a guy punch out like the first 5 or 6 guys of his career in Division I baseball, and he was doing great. And he got hurt, and Cooper Vest before the season, we anticipated him playing a nice role for us, and was hurt. So it's been one of those years, and the beauty is guys have stepped up and they're doing a great job.
Freshman catchers have been in the mix. I mean, you guys have navigated it all, right? Which is pretty wild. Okay, we buried the lead. There are 2 very interesting things to talk about now. You're the American Samoa national team coach.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. This has been a while too, right? And you pulled off some big wins. You beat number 7 Australia a couple years ago, in the world. What's it like to be a national team coach as well?
Well, that's fun because you're playing for a country, and in our case, we're playing for our little island. That we considered our little island, and that was one of the highlights of my career. Being able to we went to Guam and played in that, and the guys played unbelievable, and my wife was able to come, who's Samoan, and it
I was going to say, you don't look American Samoan per se, but who knows?
Not on the outside, but on the inside, I feel like I'm
Love
there. Yeah, so
Love it.
I got involved in that. The story is we got married, and my father-in-law, he grew up in American Samoa and played a lot of cricket, but he always told me when we got married was, if I'd have grown up in the U.S., I would have been a left-handed pitcher for the Dodgers. And so for me, it was like, hey, maybe this is something I can do to give back to that community and go and try to help develop the game over there. And so it's been really, really rewarding for me from a personal standpoint to be able to go back and do that.
That's really cool. That's awesome. And last but not least, your Twitter got hacked. Like last year or something. So I remember during the season seeing Mike Littlewood being like, dude, what's up with Brent Haring's Twitter? And he's like, we don't know. You got it back, though.
Yeah.
What happened?
Well, that's a good question. I don't know. I woke up one day and all of a sudden I was like a crypto genius.
I know. I was like, Brent's going hard.
I was making big time money, and I checked my account. None of it was there. So no, it was somebody hacked me, and so we went through all the proper channels through Twitter and got it back, and
appeased the Nigerian princes who needed some money.
Yeah. So, that I've got to finish that side of the deal later on, I guess.
You're like, I owe 50 million Bitcoin to somebody somewhere.
Look, not only being a crypto genius, it's been a pretty good year because Brent is also a Braves fan, so he's still basking in the glory of being a World Series champion.
What a year for you!
Yeah, I mean. The only thing that can make this better is for us to get on, keep on this run and keep
going,
winning games, and
keep going.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Well, thanks for coming in. During the break, can we have you sign our flag? That'd be all right.
I'd love to. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
okay.
absolutely.
Well,
Thanks for having me.
Good luck
guys.
tonight. 8 Eastern, BYU TV and BYU Radio apps. Check it out.
You still going to hang out tonight in the dugout?
For sure.
All right.
I'll ignore you as I walk by.
The huge.
Love Brent Haring. All right.